Hello students, today we are going to discuss about paper 2 unit 5 second bit. First bit we have already discussed, second bit strategies to meet the learning needs of children in and out of the school. So strategies, I am repeating the line, strategies to meet the learning needs of children in and out of school. So from the title itself, that means strategies means the ways, the techniques. Strategy is the technique, the way to face or to help the students to meet their learning needs. So we can say strategies are the ways to help the student to help themselves. Do you understand my point? What we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the strategies to meet the learning needs of the student in and out of school. That means inside the school campus they are come in contact with the teacher, and outside the school campus they are come in contact with their parents and other members of the society. Today we are going to discuss about both the role of teacher and role of parents and the members of the society, how they can help the student to meet their learning needs. I hope this much discussion make you clear about what we are going to discuss. So firstly, we have already discussed the learning needs. Today we are going to study the strategies, the ways, the techniques that help the student to help themselves, to help the student to meet their learning needs. So in a classroom situation we can see varieties of children with their varieties of learning needs. Some of these children are auditory learners. That means they are the verbal learners. What their requirement? Their requirement is language based education. They learn well with language based education. They listen to their teacher, soak the information and vocabularies, share their ideas. They have a wide vocabulary. They like to talk with each other. They are, we can say, very talkative in nature and can easily express their ideas with their friends, with their teacher, with their family members, etc. They are comfortable with reading, sharing their thoughts, group discussion, studying out loud. I hope you all go through these points. First of all, what we are going to discuss first is strategies or the ways or the techniques to meet the learning needs of the student. With the varieties of children, we see first is auditory learners. What are they? Auditory learners are go with the language based education. So whenever we are following or we are teaching this kind of student, we have to make them supply them much more information through auditory system by learning by listening, lecture based learning environment, and encourage classroom discussions and form study groups so that they can discuss among themselves, they can talk with each other, and read notes on or study materials loudly, use word associations and verbal repetitions to memorize, then study with other students, talk things about the topic, they should discuss about the topic. The next one is listen to books on tape recorder or other auditory hearing instruments. use tape recorder to listen to lectures again and again later, so that they can follow the teaching and can listen repeatedly and can understood the things clearly. So these students are known as auditory learners or verbal learners. I am repeating their characteristic. Auditory or verbal learners एमाने किए जो माने शुणिकी जिनसटा क्लास रे मने रखती से माने अन्य जिनस अपेक्षा शुणिले से मानकु बेसी मने रही जाए से माने कहा ऊपर डिपेंड करती ना टीचर जेते बेले लेक्चर मेथड कहू थांती तांको किछि कहू थांती क्लास रे डिस्कशन होथाय ग्रुप रे डिस्कशन होथाय से माने सेटा को बहुत भल भाबे बुझी पारती तेणु आमे जेते बेले एई प्रकार चिल्ड्रेन को स्टूडेंट को फेस करबा सेते बेले आमे तांको कोन करबा ना लेक्चर मेथड देबा ग्रुप डिस्कशन देबा आउ स्टडिंग रीड लाउड रीडिंग करबा पई कहबा आउ कोन करबा ना एमिति सिस्टम रखिबा जोटा कि से माने बारंबार सुनी पारिबे. Besides these auditory learners, next come the visual learners. Visual learners are non-verbal learners. They understand information through graph, through map, chart, etc. They like mazes, puzzles, patterning, games and Lego, etc. They also like learning through movies, images, charts, etc., which have some visual strength. So, whenever we are providing learning to these visual learners, their focus is on their vision, not on their auditory system. They are non-verbal learners. These students, whenever we are come in contact with these students, we have to be supply them, use books, videos, computers, visual aids and glass cats, etc. They understand the things through graphs, maps, charts clearly. Make them detailed through colored outlines, colored headings of their teacher's note, use drawing illustrations, and we can say we can apply a detailed note with very attractive colorful heading and very attractive handwriting, etc. So whenever we are face these visual learners, their importance is on visualize vision. They want to visualize the things. They want to learn through their vision. If the learning material or the things which the teacher wants to present before these students, if they are present with a graph, map, chart, with puzzle games, with models, with images, with a game type things, then they can able to capture the learning things or the learning information very clearly. So whenever we a teacher face this kind of student, they must be focused on presenting presenting their learning material through a very attractive note, having very clear images, graphs, charts, very attractive graph, chart, etc. and presented in some cases try to present the things in models and through Lego, through mazes, through puzzles, etc. Then the next learner are tactile or kinesthetic learner. They prefer real life learning. That we can say we are very well acquainted with the term learning by doing. These students, they prefer to read with real life learning situation. Learning by doing, like field trips, they like regular physical activities, they like experimental learning, They must be allowed to participate in different activities and interact with interact with their environment, with their surrounding, so that they can gain information. Whenever we are come in contact with this tactile or kinesthetic learner, we can say we provide the learning by doing method, and they have to touch, explore, experiment. Teacher has to provide lab classes and props, skills, field trips for them, and arrange sports, drama, dance, martial arts, art, craft, etc. So we see that there are different types of learners. There are some are auditory, those who learn easily through their auditory system. Then second one is visual learners. Then next one is tactile or kinesthetic learners. This first section, auditory, they gave emphasis on their auditory system, that is their listening capacity. The next one is visual learners. It is their visual emphasis on visual capacity, what they see and learn. Then these tactile or kinesthetic learners are give importance on practical experiences or learning by doing. These are the different types of students, and accordingly we have to provide the ways to help themselves overcome their learning problems and meet their learning needs. But besides these, there are certain other techniques, other strategies to meet the learning needs of the students. What are they? They are assertiveness. Assertiveness means teacher must be always assertive about their opinion, about the content on everything. Then body language, both the teacher and the student. Then teacher must change their techniques. Then conversation with the students. Then confidence, the teacher should build confidence among the students. Then creative techniques, modern creative techniques. Then general techniques to make them learn. Then the language in which the student will understand the things very clearly and easily. Then listening to the students. Then negotiation tactics, objection handling, problem solving, public speaking, questioning, using repetition, encouraging them for their self-development. Then storytelling method, stress management method, using humor in the class so that they can be attractive towards the teaching learning process. Develop willpower among themselves, conditioning in a learning system. Then game designing to attract the learners, motivating the students, building trust. Building the trust means bond between the teacher and the student, bond between the child and their parents, so trust must be there. The next is guest articles. Beside the book material, the traditional books material, they have to give much information by the teacher to study some new articles, other articles from libraries and from net or somewhere where they can get much more information about the topic. Then by coaching, communicating with the student, counseling the student, then love, encouragement and support to the students, both from the parent and the teacher. Then positive reinforcement should be provided to the students. These are the techniques which the teacher and the parent should follow inside the classroom and outside the classroom. Besides these, there are certain other techniques which the teacher and the parent has to follow. they are ask the child to list their strength and weakness and talk about his strength and weakness, and if the parents are talking, they can also talk about their own strength and weakness. The next one is work with the child on activities that are within their capabilities. The next one is they will help to build feelings of success and competency. Next is help them to develop strength and passions. Feeling passionate and skilled in one area may inspire hard work in other areas. So the parent and teacher must encourage the student to encourage their passion in some particular field. The next is help them to identify few short or long term goals and write down their goals and how they can achieve these short term and long term goals. Make a timeline to achieve these goals, and periodically they must be talk about their progress and what are their adjustment or the things they require to learn these to achieve these goals must be discussed by the parents or the teachers. Then emphasize on healthy lifestyle habits, exercise, sleep, diet. This will help keep their energy level stable. So these are the things which the parent and the teacher must do with the students to meet their or to help them to meet their learning needs. Besides this, the parents can go one step ahead, and the parents can meet the child's teacher. Parent must know who is taking who at child's schools. That means who is teaching and who are the persons the child come in contact inside the school. Then attend parent teacher meeting. Then the parent can find out how child is doing in the school, what are the learning needs, why the learning their child is not very active, their child's positiveness and negativeness. Those things must be discussed with the class teacher or the school members. Then apply for special services if the child needs. If the child requires a particular service or particular need, then the parent must be informed to their teacher to the school. The next is help the child in home and prepare them for their test. Learn what the school offers. Encourage them to talk with them, and parents must encourage them to refer to their library and encourage them for active learning. These are the strategies or the ways to meet the learning needs of the students. Thank you.